Welcome, Taurus, Gemini, Cusp. Okay, guys, let's get in here into this August mid-month and see what's going on with you guys. Best messages coming out for this mid-month. Cutting the deck. Let's see what's going on. Taurus, Gemini, Cusp. The best message. Using the what's the gossip card, guys. Get straight into the tea over here. We're going to go overall energy at the past, present, and near future so we can have a good look at what's going on around you. So what's happening, guys? Let's see. You have the big break coming in. Nice. During this solar eclipse time right now, it looks like you are going to have some kind of career turning point, some kind of major opportunity. It could be a life-changing moment. I mean, the card's literally saying, this is it, guys. This is it. So let's look. What is it? This is your big break. So going straight into the past, present, and then your future. Overall energy. The past, you do have luxury life, comfortable wealth, indulgence, because I deserve it. That's an interesting card. The present, you do have some red flags, warning signs. In the near future, you do have watching for energy vampires. Energy vampires. Interesting. Interesting energy that you guys have going on over here. But I do see exactly what's going on. Okay. The comfortable wealth, indulgence, enjoying the rewards. But now you have to wait for the warning signs. Energy. Somebody's draining this connection. It's like breaking away from some kind of like a parasitic connection to claim your independence. It's kind of interesting though, because it does feel like, hey, you know what? I was just living it up. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Now I'm going to have this big break. You're comfortable where you were. I just feel like you were comfortable where you were until this person walked into your life. That's literally all I'm getting. You were just like, you know what, I'm fine, I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm comfortable. Everything in the past was good. I ran into this person, or this person came back into my life. Take it how, you know, it resonates. Are they new? You know, are they an ex who comes back? However it is, there's some warning signs. You ignored the intuition at this time in the present. It's going to bring in some potential trouble for you. You're not seeing all the red flags that they're throwing all over the place right now. Because I still feel like you're still kind of like just trying to enjoy everything that's going around you. You could even be busy, you know, doing your career, doing whatever you're doing. But there are some things that's going on that this person is throwing some major red flags, but I don't feel like you're seeing them, or you're seeing them, but you're not, you know, it's like kind of like you see them, but you're not seeing them for what they truly are. So I feel like for some of you who are intuitive to this situation, you're like, are they really doing that? You see what I'm saying? Is it really going to go down like that? Are they really, you know? Or am I just being too overprotective? If I'm, you know, being too, you know, like I just need to chill. No, they're throwing red flags. Okay. So I just feel like there's, you know, but it's like the universe right now is going to hand you this kind of like golden ticket that changes your entire trajectory when it comes to this situation. So you're going to get some kind of good news, something that's going to make this person very upset about the situation. And then it feels like you're going to realize how much they're draining your energy, how toxic they really are. I don't know. Let's get in here, guys, because there's something that's, yeah. How much they're actually draining you emotionally in the near future. It's like you might not really feel like they're draining you now, but in the near future, when you have this kind of big break, you have this turning point, you're going to realize, wow, okay, I should have really watched the red flags over here. So let's get into the past. One card for the past, please. Just, you doing you, right? Hey, comfortable and poised, just chilling. That's all it is. It's just this really like chill. I'm just being as comfortable as possible. You could have even been in a healing moment, just, sitting out by the pool, just relaxing, being on vacation. However it is, trying to keep your emotions at bay as much as possible. And then you got the red flags over here. Me trying to do me. Here we go. New beginnings. Yeah, you have that big break coming through. So I do feel like the big break is right here in the present. It is the overall energy. It's like, hey, I've got this, right? So there is some kind of major opportunity coming towards you. Some of you are already sitting in it. Some of you are getting ready to go towards it. However it is. Okay. But it's just like, yeah, it's balancing out this situation. The truth, the equality, the balance, everything that you've been doing, right? But there are some major red flags, and I see the red in the gown, which is kind of crazy because it's talking about those red flags. So it almost feels like whatever you thought was balanced, whatever you think is fair, whatever you think is going on that's justified, is not exactly what you think it is. So let's see, what is it? Well, clarify on the justice. What is it? Okay, it's Nine of Cups sideways. We never get them sideways very often, but it's literally telling you it's that sluggish or blocked satisfaction. It's not completely upside down. It's not right side up. It's not in reverse. It's saying I am sideways, which means everything's a little sideways. So it can reveal that between the three of these situations here, you are definitely saying there's some kind of calculated standoff within this situation. Okay? If this person has not entered your life yet, okay, because you're just chill and they're getting ready to come back in the present, take it how it resonates. Because right now what I'm seeing is you're just chill and doing you in the past over here. I don't care if it's a week ago. It doesn't matter. Okay, this person, it feels like as soon as you're getting this new kind of beginning, someone from your past is trying to casually stroll back into your life. I don't care if it's a friend. I don't care if it's a ex-love, whoever it is. But they're walking straight into this kind of emotional place. They're bringing their emotional place. That's why they're energy vampires. They're bringing this. It could be an ex. It could be somebody you divorced, right? Coming back, strolling back in, whatever, right? But however it is, they're bringing this emotional piece with them into a place where you're poised, you're confident, you're fine. And they're wanting this fresh new start. I feel like you have your big break, but they're wanting this fresh new start with you. And they're acting like nothing happened from the past. They're acting like, you know, hey, I'm just going to text you out of nowhere, out of the blue, and trying to laugh, you know, about maybe even past bad behavior that they had with you, what happened to us, or maybe not even bringing that up at all. It's kind of like bygones are bygones, and just we can just, you know, kick the shit together and everything's fine. And then you realize what an energy vampire they are. And then you have to ask yourself why. Why are they even here? What do they want? They expect you to blindly jump back into this connection with them without even addressing the damage that they caused. Why there was a falling out? Is it because they know you had your big break? Is it because they heard in the grapevine you make a lot of money? You got this new job, you got this new car, you're a beggar, you know, you're in a glow up, you're doing wonderful. But with the justice, it's saying you might have to put your foot down if you haven't already done so. Right? You cannot allow this to just tip out of your favor. Your favor is saying, do not have room for you. There's potential trouble. And you knew better. That's what's crazy. You know better. And you might even be saying that, right? You're like, oh, damn it. I knew it. I knew it. The generous heart of the Taurus Gemini says, I give too many chances sometimes because I want people to grow. I want people to change. And it doesn't mean that people do not change, but you have to watch the red flags when it comes to this specific person or group of people. Could even be a group of people. I don't really see a group of people because I only see one, the Fool. Okay. But, yeah. And then all of a sudden you're going to realize, my friends over here, that they're draining within a couple of weeks or so. You're going to realize they're draining too much energy. They're too needy. Maybe they're trying to drain your pocketbook. I don't feel like you're going to be very 100% impressed with them anyways, but if you have the Nine of Cups sideways. For the majority of you, I don't think that this is going to be the happiest reunion. Okay, when it comes to this person, I think there's going to be some things that you're going to feel unmoved about. You're going to feel unimpressed about. I feel like you're going to be pretty guarded when it comes to this person anyways. I think that, like I said, you know, you are maybe trying to give them that second chance to kind of prove themselves, or, you know, however it is. But I just feel like no matter what, as they try to attempt to smooth things over, I don't know. I don't think deep down inside you're buying it. Okay? And you might feel like they're starting to, right here, it doesn't feel like they're really disturbing your peace too much right now. But I do feel in a couple of weeks, you're just like, oh God, I knew it. Red flags. I knew I should never have done this because now you're disturbing my peace. Now you want something from me. Now you're protecting your energy too much. Time to cut the cords. That's what this is, right? Toxic influence. Okay, wait, something's gone awry here. You know, they could be up to their old tricks again. Getting, you know, thinking that they want a clean slate, telling you that, but then something's wrong. They're trying to ruin your good mood. Ruin that peace, like I said. Ruin the peace that you, and that comfort that you have within yourself. Clarify the near future over here. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's crazy. Karmic cycle coming back around. Yeah. That's definitely karma. That's a karmic cycle. That's a karmic, right, between the two of you. Definitely testing you. do you feel like they're testing you? Ego. You might find that their ego is a little too high. They're a little overconfident. I don't like that everything's in reverse. So I do feel like their ego's a little high. Maybe they're trying to overshadow you. It depends on, this doesn't even have to be love, my friends. This could be a person who is your friend, right? And they just always, they might even be the type of friend that always tries to step on your toes, make you look like the underdog, because that's what this kind of looks like, that ego. All of a sudden you get something big. I mean, you might not have it in the present. You might be getting it in the near future because that's the overall energy. But it just feels like they're trying to get a private achievement. And it's like you're telling them you have this big break and everything's wonderful. And they trying to overshadow you, maybe trying to make you beneath them. That's what I'm like. I make more money than you. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're talking about. For others of you, that could be here because you do make too much money and they are using you. It could be a user deal. Everybody's story is going to be a little bit different. You will know, though. Because they're trying to they're definitely here trying to strip away the power to disrupt your life. But I do feel like you are definitely not going to be playing these games. You're going to figure this out. Because you're going to realize it's a game again. Right? It's almost like they don't need an apology. Just go away. Right? Because now you're saying, I'm choosing my privacy over this public attention. Maybe they're making your money business to other people public. Oh my gosh. Or you tell them, I don't even know. Because I don't think that right now, I mean, you could though. Can't talk for everybody. If you told them anything that was private because you believed in the present now, that everything's going well and you guys are like, I don't think for most of you, you really trust this person enough to give them anything that's too private. Well, let me just tell you, if you did, there's a disloyalty here. Okay? I would say that more than anything, if it was something private, was mostly from the past. This is definitely a past energy. They're going to bring that past into the present. And more than anything, in front of other people. So I do feel like, remember, because if you're not limelighting in this card can also be humiliation. Be careful. But that's almost like what? Because they got shit on you, so they have to humiliate. I'm sorry, it's a card of humiliation. Think about it. You're either popular or you're unpopular. You're in the limelight, which you guys are, and that's where the attack comes from. The attack says, I'm going to attack you, and could be humiliation. Humiliating you in public. Yeah, because of power and domination. 6 of Coins. Be careful about that. Okay. Okay, my friends. That is all I've got. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.